Subscribe to my channel and press the bell icon for the latest notifications. Hello friends, this is Arrow. Welcome to ScienceRadar. Today we are again back with one more video about an Android 11 custom ROM. This ROM is one of the most stable Android 11 custom ROMs that is available currently in the Android market. This is the RevengeOS 4.0. So let's start friends. Let's see how this ROM performs. Right now I'm going to verify the Android version for you. Here you can see this is the new Android 11 Easter egg that is provided in this ROM. This Easter egg is not included in the early betas. Next, onto the launcher, this ROM comes with the Pixel launcher which is pre-installed, and it also has a Google feed on the left side. You can see it is pretty smooth and pretty responsive for the touch, and we also know with a clean app drawer, nice looking settings, with minimalistic look, Pixel launcher is the best launcher that is available currently in the market. Next, on to the quick settings panel. Quick settings panel is the latest Android 11 type quick settings panel here, with blue to white gradient finish with a bottom brightness slider which is working perfectly fine. The best thing about this ROM is it comes pre-installed with the stock camera. Stock camera works perfectly well. Let's talk about the camera later. Now let's jump into the settings section, and you can see this is all pretty much similar to all the other Android ROMs except for the device settings. See, in this device settings we get LED brightness adjustment for the notification LED, headphone gain, microphone gain, ambient display, display color correction. We have an FPS overlay which you can see in the top left corner when enabled. It shows the frame rate. And we also have the thermal settings in which we can set the profile. I set the profile to performance because I want good performance all the time. Next, you can see this is about phone section. It is pretty much similar. Here again we have the Android 11. By tapping few more times we get the Android 11 Easter egg, as we have shown already earlier. There are few more features that we are going to discuss in this ROM. Right now it's the dark theme. The dark theme is pretty pitch black and I loved it. This ROM also has an inbuilt screen recorder which can record internal audio also. Here it can record microphone, device audio, and both microphone and device audio at the same time, which is pretty helpful for while we are streaming any game that we are playing on this device. There are two new features that are added to the Android 11 with the latest update. Those two that I'm going to show you right now are the recent section, that is the screenshot and the select. When you press the select, it will select all the text that is visible in the recent tabs. By clicking the text, we can copy it, cut it right from there. Afterwards, next to the screenshot, I'm going to open the Google app and show you how this screenshot feature works. See, when we screenshotted that, it will screenshot that particular app, not the entire screen, but the particular app, which is a pretty handy feature. And it also reduces our time for the cropping and all other stuff when we only need an app screenshot. So this is how it helps us. Next, into the camera section, well, there are few bugs which we are going to discuss in the end of the video. Those are the only bugs that are present in this ROM currently. Let us go and check the performance of the camera app, that is the stock camera app. Pretty much it should work perfectly fine, because as this is a stock camera, it should be 100% compatible with the hardware, so there should be no issues. All the modes are in this camera app are accessible. There is no crashing or anything like that in this app. Let me take a portrait shot for this Buddha and let me show you the pic so that we can get a better idea of the picture quality and edge detection in the same photo. Here is the pic that I took. The portrait shot is superb. The edge detection is flawless, literally flawless. See, it even works fine. We can give the score 90 by 100. Google Cam does even better. There is also Google Cam installed, but I'm not going to show you because there are some issues with that. It is not a perfect Gcam I downloaded for this ROM. I will also tell the bug with the stock camera app in the end. Let us go and check the gaming performance now for this ROM. This is Asphalt 9 Legends. I'm going to show you the audio quality also at the same time for the game, so that we can have a better idea about the audio quality in this ROM, because some ROMs produce a bit less noise, depends upon the audio profile that the developers included in the ROM. So let's start, friends. Let's start the game and let's have some fun. Don't skip the gameplay or video, because you may miss some important points about this ROM. I am impressed with the color profile that the developers of this ROM had included, and I also say that all the credits go to developers. I am not a developer, I'm just reviewing this ROM. I'm just a end user. Let's start this game with the audio. The performance and the quality of the gameplay is mind-blowing. It's outstanding, I can say. But there is a bit of issue here. After playing the game, the device heated up slightly, but it's not a big deal. Now onto the bug that I'm talking about. It is a video bug. In this ROM, we cannot record video in the stock camera app, but in Google Camera it works pretty fine. But in the Google Camera also there is an issue with the video, that is it will record up to a certain amount of time and then it stops recording the video, and again we have to press the record button and record the video. The phone became a bit warmer after playing, but it is not that hot to hold the device. In some ROMs like Pixel Experience, sometimes or HavoCOS, sometimes our device may get heated up to a point where we cannot hold the device at least for 10 seconds. So in the temperature matter, this ROM is good. Now I am going to show you how to flash this ROM on your device. For this you need the TWRP recovery, that should be pre-installed, and in order to boot to recovery, hold the power button, press restart, and after that hold the volume up button while the phone is restarting. Then the phone automatically boots into the TWRP custom recovery that is pre-installed on your device. Here we are using 3.4.0 version of the TWRP. After that you have to place your ROM file into the device. After that go to wipe, select all the options, Dalvik system, data, cache, everything except the internal storage, and wipe the ROM or wipe the device. After that press back, go to reboot, change the slot to slot A or whatever that is not there. Next again select all the except internal storage. Press, but I did some wrong here, so that's why I completely wiped both the slots including internal storage. Again I loaded the ROM into the device. So let's reboot to recovery again. Now we are again back into the recovery. Now you can see the ROM file appears. Now click that, swipe to confirm flash. You can flash in whatever slot you want, but the thing is, when you after flashing, right now it is going to take a bit of time. After flashing the ROM, change the slot, reboot to recovery, and then reboot to system. Well, flashing is done. Going to reboot, change the slot. After changing the slot, reboot to recovery again, as I have shown here. Now you can see the recovery changed to 3.4.0. Now going to reboot and press system. Now it will automatically boots into the system. Well, now the device successfully booted, and after the setup you can use it as a daily driver also. Well, that's it friends for this video. If you like this video, subscribe to our channel and press the bell icon for the latest notification updates. Thank you.